last but not least, Jackson Robinson! Let's do this. I hope you guys like red balloons. We took the liberty of decorating. How's it going? Good. Have you guys done a lot of panels like this? Like outside of, San Diego Comic-Con? You're just getting into the horror convention thing, right?
Yep. Thanks.
Well, you are literally in the perfect place. Text Frightmare Weekend. These are our people. These are your people. We are all members of the Losers Club here. I don't know if you guys can see, but look right down the middle. There is an amazing little Pennywise right there, and I feel like I hope that arm she was waving was attached to her body, and not just some separate arm. Check out with the kid.
I need to move this thing.
I want to know, you're shooting a movie, it takes you in and out of it as they have to, set up lighting and stuff, but it seems like acting in this movie was probably, it seemed like they gave you a lot to really be inspired by. It seemed like a genuinely terrifying set. Was it actually scary on set?
No. You got to see all the special effects and everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes, the losers and me would all around we would play with the rubber
Prosthetic.
Prosthetic stuff. I forgot, okay? It's been 3 years.
You've forgotten so much that it's actually only been 2 years.
See?
I think it was scary because a lot of it was surprisingly practical.
Yeah.
There weren't too many effects, and even the Pennywise coming out of the shower, they hired a shower? Contortionist.
I don't know who said that.
So a lot of it was practical and scary.
Yeah, Andy really gave you guys a lot to work with.
Oh yeah.
And what about Bill? Because I've heard some stories that Bill really kept his distance, and you guys really never saw Bill, the actor. You only really were interacting with Pennywise. What was that like? Sophia knows, right?
Yeah, Sophia knows.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. We didn't really see him for half the time we were shooting because we wanted to keep it a surprise, but we did kind of walk into a room where he was kind of half in makeup, half in costume, and he was also drinking coffee. It was very surreal, I have to say. It was really funny. But yeah, no, it was very scary. We seeing him all costume, but he's just such a nice guy. It's insane. Sorry.
And then who amongst you, because you all kind of get your own terrifying moment with these amazing set pieces. Sophia, I really feel like the bloodbath room, you had it the worst out of the whole group, but who really did have the kind of craziest, set piece moment?
Okay, so I think the reason why they think it's me is because, my arm got chewed off by a shape-shifting clown.
Jackson.
What?
I don't actually know.
Actually, it might be you.
think it was Wyatt.
That's what I was going to talk about, actually. So, for everyone who was there with me during that scene, Jackson was there at the end for a little bit too. Sophia wasn't, but everyone else here was. And so basically, if you remember, spoiler alert, cover your ears if you haven't watched the movie.
Yeah, if you haven't seen this, you're probably in the wrong place.
But when Judith comes and bites off my face almost, that was like quite the scene to film because I was on the like cold, wet ground for like 3 days with like nothing, and I was just screaming for 3 days, screaming and crying. It was really fun, and yeah, it was a good memory. But it was actually like a good bonding moment for all of us because we never really like done that with each other. But like
It was like an Avatar when, the Avatar with blue people. Not like, that's what I mean. And like, they connect their tails. It's like, I see you, Wyatt. It's like that on a mental level.
But yeah, that was probably very. It was just scary because just having to think about it and just, being with each other was great and all, but like also, having Caitlin be the actor who played Judith like over my face with her mouth open for a while was awesome. It was weird. It was weird.
I was an extra the whole entire time viewing the blood scene, so
Yeah.
I kind of walked in sometimes to see them crying on the floor and then walked out. Not getting used to that.
The blood scene seemed pretty horrible though. Last night we went to go eat, and I tried an oyster right the first time. But I'm telling you, this oyster was not a regular oyster. It wasn't what you see in the movie, but this thing was like it was a king oyster, right? And this is my first oyster, and I just imagine like the blood scene, like when it shoots up at you at high speed. That's how it felt.
Are you talking about last night?
Yes, it was
He had
horrible.
this my foot was the size of that.
I have nothing against oysters, but I'm just saying.
All the oysters in the room are very offended right now.
Don't judge me if you see the footage. Alright, my sister recorded. Don't judge me. Just know it was bigger than usual.
So eating that oyster is scarier than everything you had to do in it is basically what you're saying.
I say so. That was traumatic.
So, I feel embarrassed because I literally always have mine on, and it's the day I chose not to wear it. But is that your calculator watch from the movie, or is that your own calculator watch?
No,
The original smartwatch.
Yes, the original smartwatch. No, last Halloween, I dressed up as Dwight from The Office. I got this at the Goodwill, and I've worn it ever since.
So the reason I bring that up is the film feels, as a kid who grew up in the 80s and was part of my own Blues Club, like I'm sure a lot of you were, the film is so authentically 80s, and I think that's what a lot of people connect with, and we're used to seeing this kind of nostalgic view of the 80s, but this just felt like such a genuine, realistic version of it, and so you guys were obviously not born in the 80s, spoiler alert, but did Andy give you, homework? Did he give you things to watch, music and things to kind of immerse yourself and get into that? Because it plays an important, it very much informs the movie.
Yes, Andy Muschietti and Ben Perkin were acting coach. Shout out to him.
Shout out to them.
They gave us this big packet of homework of like movies to watch, songs to listen to, slang words from the 80s, just different stuff.
Was yours just all New Kids on the Block, or? By the way, hey, no shame. I was you. Like, I think I had that exact poster in my room. So.
No, I knew a lot about New Kids on the Block before I filmed this movie. Great bands. But no, it was fun, and that definitely helped us.
Yeah.
The whole slang words and everything. Especially Finn and Eddie, or Finn and Jack, they have to do a lot of improv, so they use a lot of those slang words.
Yeah, we won't repeat any of those slang words because there's kids in the audience today, but that was the other thing that made it feel authentic. Is like that's how kids talk. Like, If you guys want to ask questions, let's kind of do maybe a Comic-Con style line in the middle. That seems to be the easiest, and we'll use this mic. So go ahead and line up, kind of like right behind this photographer guy here, and we'll start getting your questions soon. When the movie came out, you know, everybody was super excited about it. It broke all these pre-sale box office records, broke records for that month. But you know, as horror fans, we're not used to seeing that kind of reaction for a horror movie. And to go opening night, especially somewhere like Alamo, like it feels like when Star Wars was open. It was a true event, which was really exciting for those of us that love horror, because it's just not what we're used to. Did you guys ever expect it to be like as insane as it ended up being? No.
But obviously the story already had fans in the book and the previous movie, so we knew that people were going to watch it. But it also meant maybe they would hate it, because there's a lot to live up to.
Yeah.
So we're not surprised.
Yeah, but you guys showed so much love, so I can get a round of applause for yourself. So that was amazing. We put a round of applause for all. Everyone a horror fan.
And then, you know, we got to talk about Chapter 2. There's been a lot of fun fan casting from you guys, but in case people haven't heard it, I'd love for you guys to go one by one. And, well, not you, sorry.
I had my arm bit off, and you're not even going to give me a single word to say.
Well, let's just say this. No one can replace you. No one can replace you. Well, that's what you guys are trying to throw out there. And there's already some you know, rumored, you know, people in talks and stuff like that. But yeah, let's talk about your fan casting of your older selves.
So the person that is rumored right now is James McAvoy. Official, but I would like it to be. I would love Chris Pratt's one.
Which is funny, because Wyatt, you were young Star-Lord, so
Jeremy and I would basically be the same person.
yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it does take place within the MCU, and you guys are the ones who come back to defeat Thanos. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's canon.
We have a cameo in Infinity War.
Okay.
Background.
What about you?
Me, well, first I wanted like Joseph Gordon-Levitt, because it could work. Then they were like, maybe not. And then we were thinking someone like James Bashale, and then they were like, maybe not. And then now we're having it. So those are my two. I don't know. He's not going to be in it for very long, so it's not going to matter that much.
It's depressing.
I'm just saying.
Good ones. For me, I've always said this, and now he's Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman. And Gary.
Gary forever. I feel like your fan casting has been like the most talked about.
Mine, yeah. I really think it's Jessica Chastain. If it's not, then I'm
Which is kind of amazing, because that's who you originally said, and that is who's rumored to be in talk. So that was like your fan casting, and that could have, you know, inspired that.
yeah.
Pretty awesome. Yeah. Next year, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's 2018, by the way, guys. We're just checking in. It's a whirlwind tour. Here, let's go ahead and say your name. And what is your question?
Hi, I'm Hannah.
I like your shirt.
Thank you.
liked your happy birthday. My question is, besides your character, who's your favorite character?
Ben.
Jeremy? Ben. Pennywise. Georgie. Georgie was a great one.
Jackson, who's your favorite?
You know, I liked Mike and or Choice.
Good choice. Me too.
Jeremy, did you like good Georgie or evil Georgie better? One-armed Georgie or?
I don't know, Evil
Yeah,
was fun.
Georgie, yeah.
Evil was fun. But I love the cute little Georgie. Loving his little brother Bill.
What about you? Did you have fun? Did you have more fun playing regular two-armed Georgie or evil Georgie?
Well, I would have to say there was more bonding between Nice Georgie at the beginning of the movie when we finally got to know each other and stuff, and I got to meet all you guys. But Evil Georgie, I think was more fun because people sometimes like to play bad guys. Like you're all dressed up as bad guys. I mean, look, there's clowns. There's a bunch of people.
Good answer.
I mean, sometimes you like to play the bad guy,
Totally. Thanks, great question. Hi, what's your name?
Right?
Hey.
All of the things you guys had to learn to create, which is the hardest you guys or the hardest that you had to practice it with people?
Tubular. Like you're not very Jimmy Neutron. Like, and he doesn't even say it, but.
Yeah, for the record, no one said that in the 80s either. Yeah.
We got a paper, right? We got homework, and everything was spot on. But there was some words I was like, Mom, did y'all really say this? I did it, but maybe someone. I have to agree with Joseph. It was just tubular.
Tubular. What's so special about a tube? Thank you.
Did you guys ever say tubular when you were in the tubes? Because that would be... That's the only acceptable use when you're a Ninja Turtle surfing through a sewer. That's the only acceptable use of tubular. Yeah. Hi.
Me and Wyatt already knew each other. So, bros. But we worked on a project before this, so we kind of knew each other. But it was just awesome. Like, we clicked on the first day, and it was like we were friends for 27 years.
Well, the first person that besides Jeremy might have been Sophia.
Yes.
Okay, and she was in the back of our. We were riding back to the hotel where we were staying, and that was kind of weird. And then I think I met like everyone else at. We had this thing with our acting coach Benjamin Perkins. Shout out to him. He organized this thing in which we'd all do acting exercises together, and that's how we really got to know each other and love each other is through that. And we have to thank him very much for that because otherwise I don't think the bond scene in the movie would be quite as impactful, I guess. So, yeah. Everyone was pretty cool.
Sophia, I think we should. What was it like working with all these boys? Like you're just the only girl working with all these.
No, I don't think much about it.
She tries to create.
Yeah, I kind of ignored them for like 2 weeks, and then I realized, I have to be with them for 3 months, so I'm better. No, they're fine.
This is what we have love. She really means she loved us, and every moment was great. That's what we.
Yeah.
That's what she means.
She sort of means that. Awesome. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello, my name is Laura, and first I want to say congratulations on the MTV Award nomination.
Oh yeah! To be honest, Ian had a little idea where we buy 20 phones and then we just like vote
Yeah.
ourselves.
Everybody vote.
Everybody in this room, vote for us. Just be cool. So, I mean, they were fun. You guys want to go?
We won't ask you.
I mean, I've never went, so I mean, it would be nice just to like maybe like get best supporting role. I don't know.
I think you should just show up at their offices and say that to them, and they will just literally hand it to you. That's adorable.
What was the most emotionally draining scene that each of you guys will do?
Mine would have to be kissing scene. Because I was really bad. I had to yell a lot in that scene. I had to yell a lot in that scene. I had to cry a lot in that scene. So that was emotionally draining for me.
I don't think conscious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already mentioned my scene earlier. That scene took a lot out of me. So there's that.
For me, I think the most emotional scene was probably, I think it would be the scene where we all sit on the bench with the big Paul Bunyan, and like we all kind of talk about, ooh, I've seen this, I've seen that, and I think it was like just a really warm piece of the movie because we all walked together like, yeah.
The hair braiding scene for me. I mean, because it was especially scary for me because we only had one pair of extensions, and we had this whole idea like we have this one piece of extension, we'll cut it, but it just didn't look like tense enough. So Andy was like, no, cut off the whole thing. But I had to do it like right in one take, and that was terrifying for me. I'm scared of that. So you see me like really like scared in that scene is because I was afraid of messing up. And so once it was over, I was like terrified that it was going to be bad. But I think it did well.
Thank you.
Hey! Most definitely.
For me, it was definitely having to shoot Georgie in the head. Well, it was hard because we had already had these scenes where we're close, and we spent a lot of time together, and we did shoot all of those scenes towards the end of the film. So at that point, we were getting ready to say goodbye, and it was hard because it was like I had to say goodbye for real. But yeah. It was
Cue the sad music.
Yeah, thanks. Hi.
They got me a big autograph.
My question is, how do you think it compares to other horror movies in this century and when the first It was made? Sorry, I'm sorry.
I try not to compare the first one and the second one because the Pennywise are so different in those two. Like they were played completely different. But both of them did an amazing job. Tim Curry is a freaking legend. So it's hard to beat some of how those stars are trying to take a different approach to it. So I try not to compare those too much.
Yeah, it really, I mean, y'all's version really is its own thing, and I think that's why it allows both of them to work, and you can still appreciate the original, and that's very much a movie of its time it's made, and yeah. Awesome.
Wow. No, thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
is, what did you guys do together when you weren't filming?
Karaoke. And Smash Bros. Yes.
And sleeping in my room.
Oh
Crashing in my
yeah.
room.
I feel bad. Like,
Yeah.
we were young back then, you know. When I was
Yeah, according to Jackson, it's been 3 whole years.
yeah, like according to his life. I was like,
The reason why I said that is because I was 7 and I'm way old. I just did the math in my head. I know math, okay?
Do you need to use Jaden's calculator, Raj?
Yes. I work this thing. You know what? You said, I don't know. You know? Okay, I'm just gonna press 7.
that was a joke, Jackson.
Oh well, yes, I took it too literally.
Thank you.
Awesome. Hi.
My name is Dixie. Hi, my name is Jocelyn, and we have a question for Jackson. If you were the same age as like your cast members, which part do you think you would want to play most?
You guys are like. At least I hope so. I think it would have to be, you know, they're all great characters, but I just, but I can't picture myself. I mean, I could act as them if I was, but like, I don't know which one I would be because like, I can't predict the future.
I think you'd make a great Pennywise, personally.
I guess so, but I'm small. He's like,
That's what's terrifying about it.
he's like 6 feet. I don't know. I mean, like, he's really tall. I don't know what his size is.
It's okay. There's not a quiz, it's okay.
If there was a Pennywise quiz, I would probably get like a 20 and 20%.
That would be a possible 20%. You base it.
100.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Oh, you're welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Oliver, and I just want to know, can any of you do the Pennywise dance? Jackson! Jackson!
Hold on, hold on.
Jackson! Jackson! Jackson!
I rest my case that you'd make an amazing Pennywise. You're too small to be Pennywise, but look at that little Pennywise in the back. She's way more terrifying because she's so small.
On second thought,
Alright. You ready to do it first? Hi.
Hello, I'm Sammy. So I asked this question to Jack whenever he came, and so I'm asking the same question to you guys. The auditioning process for this kind of stuff is like super nerve-wracking. So what advice do you have for people that want to get into the industry and really auditions and stuff?
If you want advice on auditions, I would say to try to think of something that people normally wouldn't do in an audition. Say things different than people wouldn't usually. Because you want to be unique, and that's what it's all about.
You really want to stand out to people because so many performances can blend together, and it can be it can fit with the script. However, it just doesn't make you stand out. So if you do something unique but still kind of tethered to the sides, I think you can really create a character that makes it stand out from the rest and really grab whoever you're trying to get attention. So
And just remember that like you're unique, if that makes sense. So say if you don't book something, it doesn't mean that you're not good. It's just that you just weren't right for this role and you don't want anything that's not for you. So just having confidence, like they didn't book me, and they missed out on a good performance. But good job to whoever else gets it.
Thank you.
Awesome. Very much. Hi.
Hello. My name is Daisy Delquist. I'm Kimberly. My question is, who's your favorite singer? No, what's your favorite song? Or
Oh boy.
band?
Are we doing singer or should I
Like in general, or like from the movie, or
in general?
in general? Okay.
Well, mine, to be honest, I'm very young, but for some reason, there's something about classicals and Mozart. I like listening to Fur Elise. I don't know. Is that how you? Fur Elise? I have no idea. But I like listening to that. I mean, I just sometimes I'll just like take a nap and like get my dad's phone and like plug his earbuds in, and I'll just put them in my phone and play just a random song that pops up, and then I'll just and then take about a 3-hour nap. And then after that, I just go play outside.
Sounds awesome. Did you guys find a new appreciation for 80s music? There's a lot of great 80s music in the movie, but what I love about it is it's not always the go-to songs you hear. Even if there's a Cure song, it's not like the go-to Cure song. So did you guys like kind of get into 80s music after this movie?
Definitely. I have like a whole album of just 80s music.
Yeah, I think so.
Where's it?
No, I was say I was into before, growing up, I was kind of into a lot of 90s, 80s, 70s music. I would listen to the Beatles, I was into B-52s, the Cranberries. I was really
Yeah.
Cure, I listened to Cure a lot, The Who. I don't know, I'm just pretty things, the Psychedelic Birds. There's the two things that I listen to. Yeah.
I mean, I have one other. I had to ask Jake this. This is how young I am. And I'm only 9 years old. And I know so much. Well, my favorite 80s music is I know there's a, what's the name? I don't know. But is that the real name? It's Never Gonna Give You Up.
I feel like you knew the name and you just rickrolled us. Yeah, it's enjoyable because you guys genuinely have like this brother relationship. It's been pretty awesome to watch. Yeah. Bros. Thanks.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Molly. What was the funniest blooper?
Ooh. Okay, I'll go first then. So, we had a lot of bike riding scenes, I don't know if you can tell, but obviously you think that at least one person would fall. I was that person twice. So my bike for the whole summer was like not working well, and then they said I was riding it wrong, so I tried riding it correctly, even though I was riding it correctly, and then there was a moment where we run out of Meatball House as fast as we can. And this, I think I don't know if it's in the movie or not, but we get on our bikes and we go like fast, especially me, I'm the first out and the first to leave. I go as far as I can, and I turn around just to make sure they're still doing the take. I don't know what's going on.
when I turned around, I guess I twisted my wheel, my foot gets caught in my wheel, and I flipped over my handlebars. And Sophia was there to watch it. She thought it was hilarious. Which it was.
No kids were harmed extremely was making a mistake. Just a little bit, alright?
And then I got like a thing right here. It's still gray. I don't know what that means, but it's like.
And then the funniest part was that I was way behind him, and I saw it, and the first thing I heard was, "Again?"
That was the second time. I was talking about the first time. Then we came back.
Oh yeah.
And we were riding up to the Eagle, and then for some reason, like my bike just stops and just tips over, and I go again while I'm falling. And it turns around again, like 3 days later.
I think it might have just been, I think you can ride the bike. I think he had post-traumatic stress from the first ride. So once you got to that point on the road, it's like, oh, it was the bike though. It was the bike.
I'm a decent bike rider.
He's a decent bike rider. We trained. We had like, I remember like, if you watch the film, you know the part of the movie where we're riding to the Eagle House, and I have like my little, Rambo, little, satchel or whatever we call it, sachet. And we practiced like this whole Eagle formation, like with the bike, so that everybody can be seen, and it kind of looks like really, awesome. So yeah, we trained hard.
Didn't work.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we're gonna try. We only have a short amount of time left, so we're gonna try and get through as many questions as we can. But let's go rapid fire.
Hi, my name is Nico. Because the book and the old movie are so well known, were you guys at all concerned about how the abilities was?
Of course. Especially when the first picture of Pennywise came out, people hated it. They were like, "Oh wow, they're making a remake. That's lame. Let's not do this. Let's just cancel it." But it turned out great, so I was really excited to be part of it.
Thank you.
If you want to.
My name is Marinette, and my question is, since like in the 80s, like technology was different, are there any like game consoles that y'all still play today?
Oh, that's a great question.
This is another question for me. I have every single generation of Nintendo consoles in my room. I have from the NES to the Switch. Every NES, N64, GameCube, Wii U, and now Switch. And I also have a Game Boy Advance, and a Game Boy Color, which I got from some local conventions.
Here's the question: do you have the re-released classics that are small, or do you have the originals?
What do you mean?
Well, because Nintendo released the NES classic.
Yeah.
Or do you have like the originals where you have to blow in the cartridge?
I have
Okay.
the originals.
Get your man with the classics.
Hi, my name is Cora. I was wondering, since you guys were all on set of a horror film, if that like changed your perspective when you see horror films now? They seem like less scary, or you're like, oh, it seems like he's faking the. Like, does it change how you see other horror films?
That's a great question.
Of course. I was a huge scaredy cat before I watched this movie. Guys, at the beginning, I was like, I'm not going to the premiere. I'm not going to the premiere. But no, watching it made it completely different. I've watched horror movies since then, so I'm growing.
Hi.
Hey, my name's Jay. I just want to know, how was it filming with Bill? So he's a scary looking dude. I just want to know, how was it?
Bill's great, because he's so tall.
Yeah.
As Jackson said, he's 6 feet.
It's like 6'5".
6'6", someone said? Yes. Thanks, guys. But he has a giant forehead on, so he kind of looks like a baby. He's like a really tall baby, and super creepy, and his lips, and he loves to drool a lot. So he's very scary to be around, but he is super sweet. And like after he's terrorizing us, he's like, "So, how's your day going? How's life?" And he's just like that all the time. But when we're having a conversation with him, we have to look at him and look up at him with his makeup on.
You had a really unique interaction with him in that how you had to interact with him in the dream, was that even scarier since and that is the scene where he really shines Pennywise because of his articulation on his words and things like that. What was that like, acting with Pennywise in the darkness in the storm dream?
Well, that was actually, I think, the first time that I ever saw him, I think, because I just can't, I can't remember, of course, but I think that was the first time I ever saw him, because I don't remember, one time, my mom, we were walking out, and then I thought I saw a clown, and then she covered my eyes because they wanted, Andy asked for it to be a secret, and because we wanted it to be a surprise and what our reactions were.
Yes.
She covered my eyes, and that's when I knew it was him, but I didn't see the costume. I just saw a glimpse, and that was the first time I got to get a look. I mean, I didn't see him, but I knew it was a clown. And do you remember that when I walked out? I think you guys were hanging out. But back to the darkness.
So the first time you really fully saw him is in that scene on screen.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
When I first saw him, I was wow. I was actually more fascinated and surprised of how good the makeup was than actually scared. And that's really weird for me, because if I saw a clown out in public with machetes and stuff, I would be no.
Let's talk about that, because somebody, this movie inspired all of these people to go out and do crazy things. There was a guy in a small town that was just tying balloons to storm drains, and there were, the clown sighting thing, if you guys remember, was around the same time where people were just spotting clowns. Do what? That started in your hometown? Did you ever see a clown? Oh my god, that's insane.
People thought it was us.
Viral marketing?
Yeah, so we could market that.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, even me, he technically kind of, he, in a way, I wouldn't say he possessed me, because he ate me, but I feel he shape-shifts into me, and in that scene where, you shoot me, I had no idea if that was a real gun in it or not. And then I was well, it's time to shoot. And then yeah, let's do this. And then at the end when I pull this up, I'm whoa. And in my brain, I'm I gotta keep in character. And I'm oh, I don't know what's gonna happen. And then once he pulls the trigger and he says cut, I'm
I'm not dead.
I'm not dead! So this wasn't a setup.
So you're method, that's what you're saying. You are a method actor.
I know. I try to keep calm as possible.
Nice.
Whenever I don't know if a weapon has, or even if I'm using a weapon, because there's a movie that I just shot and I have to use weapons.
What?
I'm just gonna say this because I'm not allowed to say anything, but it's a serial killer possessed. A serial killer basically possessed me. He died the same time I was born. That's all I can say. I'm not gonna. The director's gonna get very mad at me.
No one is trying to make you say anything. All right. All right. We'll move on. I don't want to get you in trouble.
All right, what's up, guys? Real quick.
see you guys like outside of my TV screen. But here's my honest question: what was it like? What was the first step to making it to the big screen? Like, where you are now? Just for anyone who wants to answer. First.
I mean, we all come from different places, really, and like literally, we all came from different states and from a different country, but we all have our different journeys coming to these points. We all have had a different amount of jobs that we've worked before, but I think this is something that really kind of ignited our fire, and it really helps, right? Was that a good metaphor?
I think it's just,
Simile?
I didn't mean to reconcile you up.
I know, I was wondering if that was a similar metaphor.
It was I think we all, even though we all come from a different place, just like everybody in here, a lot of people flew in, a lot of people drove a couple hours, a lot of people drove a lot of hours. But we're all here because there's something that we love. So same thing for us as actors. We're all here because, I couldn't imagine myself doing anything else than what I'm doing. And it's a blessing, to be able to wake up and say, on Monday I'm happy to go to work. That's very rare, and that's an awesome opportunity because a lot of people, we can't all do that because we have real world problems. But for this one weekend, we all are here because we chose to be here. So I think that's what's the greatest thing about, Comic-Cons and Fright Fest and things like that, is that everybody's here, everybody's happy, and that's one of the rare times in life that we can all be happy.
Dude, Alright, we really only have a little time left, so let's I really want to get through as many of you guys as you can, so let's rapid fire. Let's go.
Hi, my name's Brett, and I'm just curious, the blood scene, how long did that take to clean up?
I'm not sure. We only could do it like one take at a time. I remember the first time we did it was towards the end of the day, so we just we're gonna do this scene and it's gonna be over. But something happened with the technicality or something happened and it wasn't working. So they had to clean everything up and do it all over again. So yeah, we only had one take to do it and it probably took hours.
That's how good she is. She just needs one take. One take longer.
Nice. Thanks. Thank you. Hi.
I'm short, I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Mandy. So I know most of you are either freshmen in high school or sophomores or juniors. So I was just wondering, have you decided what you want to do with the rest of your life, what college you want to go to? Because that's what I'm deciding on right now.
I haven't gotten there yet. I'm just trying to get through school, and I'll focus on college when that bridge comes.
I think I want to go to school for filmmaking.
Nice.
Maybe to NYU.
Well, you had a great teacher because you were amazing in Midnight Special, and Jeff Nichols is not only is he Texas boy, but he's one of the greatest filmmakers of this generation. So that was your first movie?
One of my first.
Yeah. Wow.
Absolutely.
Well, you guys are getting if you do go into film, you're getting the best film school possible. Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello, my name is Lyric, and I was just going to ask, what's your biggest fear, and have you had any experience with it?
My biggest fear is being in small spaces. And I went to this escape room once, but the roof was closing in. I have never been there again.
Drowning, like being, going on a pool tarp, falling in, being surrounded by the, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, like an Unbreakable.
Yeah.
You're like, that's where I have that fear from. What about you guys down there?
What's your biggest fear, Sophia?
Oh, I mean, okay. I guess, boy, I don't know. I don't really like, failing. It's so deep. I remember you guys there's a lot of one takes that I'm forced to do, so that was very terrifying for me. I guess the way I face my fear.
Fear? Oh yeah, wait. My biggest fear, I say failure, I think everybody either be school or like basketball or whatever you do in life, failure is kind of a scary thing. But you have to know, you can't be great without failing, you know. It's just who's gonna keep failing until eventually you win once. Well, you gotta win once, you know. It's not always who you win, you know.
Hey man, if this acting thing doesn't work out, I think you have a future motivational speaker. What about you? What are you? What's your biggest fear?
Well, I have a couple different fears, but one of my biggest ones, the most relatable ones right now, because I'm like right next to one when I sleep, is like hotel hallways. Kind of weird. Let me explain. They're just like really long and drawn out, and I think I saw something on TV where a guy like dressed up and then like chased people down hotel hallways. I don't know if it was real or not, but like that kind of scared me as a child, and it still does. So like I can imagine me like trying to get my key and then seeing like a tall guy sprint down the hallway towards me. That's the most terrifying thing I can
That probably comes from Stephen King's The Shining.
Yeah,
as well.
I was gonna say think The Shining. Like, the carpet.
And that keeps happening here. Oh my god. Oh, I see you. I see you. But that keeps happening. Right? That was good. Yeah, I know. Nice. Yeah. That keeps happening here though. My mom and I, we're on the elevator, or we're about to go on the elevator, and you know this, because so many people here, it takes you forever to get down to the ground level. Y'all can go. But it was yesterday, and we're waiting for the elevator, you know, just normal, about to go eat. And I see this lady, I don't know if she's in here. She had the mask from The Purge, and she had like a white gown on, right? And potentially trying to look scary. And I'm like, I get his fright fest, but I'm just sitting there like, you know, trying to act like I'm not scared. You know, you try to act like you're not watching somebody, but you are. So like, I'm looking in the mirror, just like, is she playing? Like, is that a real knife? I don't think it is, but you know, trying to look buff, like trying to look like girl or something. And then I talk to her, and she's like, yeah, I'm having such a great time. I'm like, okay.
You have one? Great Spirit?
Yes, I do. This one, for all you, this is one of the biggest Arizona problems that we have in our house. We have, so in Arizona, I live there, beautiful place, it's about 100 degrees there right now. But anyway, my greatest fear is scorpions. I hate them so much. I am not joking. My mom and dad, my dad has to come, and once my mom sees a scorpion, like literally on our floor, in our house, not joking, my dad will get his flip-flop, slap it. Like my mom, like one of my biggest, like my mom has gotten stung by one. My mom has gotten stung by one. My mom has gotten stung by one of the worst, like the most venomous or poisonous, whatever you want to. But anyways, my mom got bit. She got stung by a bark scorpion. Those are one of the most like I don't know, like one of the most poisonous. Like I said. And when my mom got stung by it, I was thinking like, what's gonna happen? And then when me and my sister, we were gonna get in the shower, okay? My mom literally, she got stung by one. My mom saw it. My sister got stung by one. On her, like she literally slipped on it. And I remember, and I thought she was gonna die. She was like, that was one of my biggest fears of like my sister like got stung. Like she was like screaming in pain. We were like, what happened?
You see why we love him, right?
I'm so sorry. Unless we can go super rapid fire, we are out of time.
Alright, let's
do it. Rapid fire. Let's do it.
Hi, my name is Madeline.
Hi, Madeline.
I wanted to know.
Faster.
What was your favorite line in the movie?
Yo, who's real after George?
Hanging with us makes you a loser too.
That's good. Thank you so much.
Good job. Next.
Thank you.
Since we don't really have time for a question, I just want to say that this was the best weekend of my life, and thank you.
Oh,
thank you very much.
My question is, whenever you guys watched the movie, or if y'all ever watched the movie, did y'all feel like y'all made a mistake or something?
No, it's next. What are we doing next?
Yes, you kind of cringed yourself a little bit, but you didn't know that it's wrong. It was like when you hear yourself like recorded, you're like, that's what I sound like.
And we don't see that. We just see an amazing movie.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kylie, and I have a question for Jane and Sophia. What was the kiss like?
Sophia, what do you think? So, what do you think, Sophia? You just said great.
Did it like 20 times.
His self-esteem just went.
Alright. Next. Good question.
Thank you.
Alright. It's okay.
Hi, my name is Corey, and I don't really have a question, but where's the B team? What happened to that?
I'm not actually the cinematographer and filmer and director of VT.
We have the unreleased
Unreleased
sequel called
material.
Empty.
Empty.
It's the worst thing you'll ever see. It's horrible.
No.
We got you.
Alright.
Thank you.
Quick, we're gonna get
Hi,
through this.
my name is Mason, and aside from it, what is your favorite horror movie?
Let's go down a lot of order. Sophia.
Why would I be Sophia?
Annabelle was nice. I like that.
Annabelle was great.
My memories in Annabelle. Yeah, Lulu Wilson.
Shout out Lulu. The Devil Inside had me sleeping on my mom's floor for like 3 months. The Devil Inside.
What?
The Devil Inside. In the
Oh,
theater.
Oh.
I very much know the movie.
I don't know if aliens so bad at being inside.
The Conjuring.
Well, the craziest horror movie ever. I think for some of you people that haven't watched it, you need to. Mine personally is it.
Nice.
My name is Scarlett. How do you adjust to the difference between being treated like a movie star and being treated like a normal person in everyday life?
Sophia.
Why is everyone looking at me? Oh my god, I'm answering. I don't really know. It's up to Steve to go on. I'm just kidding. I don't really think it much of it. I'm not really a movie star or anything. It's really nice to meet you guys.
That's what movie stars say.
Wait.
I'm not really. I just see myself. She's awesome.
You guys answer.
I think it's the same. You know, you just gotta keep your friends that were there before. You gotta keep them around just to stay grounded. You know. But yeah.
I mean, we always keep each other grounded as well. But we're always going to have an extra set of friends. And that's okay.
Yeah, for sure. You guys are in it together. Alright, they're literally gonna pull you off. So really quick, go.
Please.
Hi, my name's Izzer, and I have like two tiny, quick, fast questions. So, Sophia, when you were cutting your hair in that one scene, how did you feel? Like, were you scared at all?
I was terrified. I was definitely terrified. Because I was afraid of cutting off my actual hair.
Yeah.
Everything. So, yeah, I was scared.
And also, do you guys have any acting tips for the future?
Like I said earlier, just be unique and do things that normal people wouldn't do.
And also, yeah, do things that normal people would do because it's important to be, realistic. And then think about like what you would do in your character's shoes, and then add on to what that character would do and how he would react or how she would react. And it's important to be you.
There you go. Perfect words to end on.